Alright, here's my official Deadpool guide. I will be posting this on TikTok, YouTube, and all my platforms. But here's my official Deadpool guide. First, we're going to start off with his katana. We're going to start off with his primary katanas. Now look, as you can see, he kind of just slices. It's kind of like Blade with no healing effect. You feel me? As you can see, it kind of takes you like a couple seconds to get a kill if your opponent's just standing there getting no heals. Now you have these. As you can see, 4 shots, essentially a squishy like Jet if you can get those headshots. But body shots, typically doing less damage all day. And if we're getting into his other abilities, his R1, he basically does some chip damage, also sends his weapons into overdrive, and he also causes clutter on your opponent's screen. He's essentially, what do you call it? Overstimulation final boss. Now, as you can see, when we do this, as you can see, it's looking faster, spinning faster, and we'll do the same with the Deagles.
Go Deadpool! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row!
Wait, no, okay. That's my fault. He actually does not get faster. I'm thinking of tank. We're on DPS Deadpool, because I know a lot of y'all are going to want to play DPS Deadpool. And as you can see, also his booty blaster as his melee does not do a lot of damage. I'm assuming it's just for funny kills, killing people with your buddy. You feel me? Just funny kills. As you can see, not much damage is being thrown out. And then let's get to his L2 on Deagles. You kind of just throw that. That's really all you're kind of doing, just throwing that and it comes back. Though there is a different variation once you cut into upgrades. Now I'll get into upgrades later. But as you can see, it's not much damage, but it's a good amount of damage. You feel me? Like pair that up with this, pair that up with this. You're kind of gonna be, you feel me, taking out your target. Now when we get back into this, you have boom, boom. Now as you can see, it kind of is infinite right now, but it's only infinite right now because I am on infinite mode. But as you can see, it has 2 charges. Though when you do a certain upgrade path on DPS Deadpool, you can get infinite, and I will show that when I start showing off the upgrades.
Double kill!
Now with that being said, those are kind of his main abilities. Now we're able to get into his jump, which is his last ability that we're going to get into before we get into ultimate. As you can see, it just kind of jumps. As you saw, I jumped off my opponent, but first I'm just going to start about this. Just a little distance jumper. It's basically Hawkeye's jump. That's basically what this is, just Hawkeye's jump, I feel like, with a little less movement. Now you can also jump off of enemies. If you get a certain upgrade, you can get, or if you time it perfectly, you can get it infinitely. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn off infinite ability cooldowns, as you can see. As you can see, I'm just kind of jumping off his head. And it does do a little damage, As you can see, if I miss, I lose my cooldown and I'll have to wait for 6 seconds. But if I land it on his head, I can infinitely jump off his head. As long as you land on their head. It's basically infinite damage. But if you pair that up with this, boom, I drop that.
I wouldn't get back up.
Boom, infinite, boom, infinite, boom, infinite. You kind of see the point. You kind of just infinitely jump off their head. That's kind of what that's for. If you can perfectly time it. Now, here's another thing. One of his other abilities, I'm talking about these, you can take a picture. You can do a close-up image, which I believe does give a little bit more of meter when it comes to your upgrade path at the bottom. But then you can also do a ranged picture, where you're taking it just in case you can't get close to your opponent. Like, let's say there's like a bunch of people right here. You can't get close to your opponent. You take them out, you film. And then, let's say Max ulting, oh boom. I'm gonna do it from right here. Avoided ult, because you cannot, when you're doing this, when you're doing that, you're invincible. No damage is allowed to be hit upon you. You can't take damage, and you can't be knocked back. You can't be taken out of it. You're essentially fully invincible. No damage, nothing. You can't be touched. Now we get into his base ult. Let me just read onto it. Basically, let's see. Okay, so it only works on, okay, we're gonna make it back over here. Because it basically only works on people who you see.
Whatever that strange tingle is.
Wait, you can't.
I like it. It was just
Hold on.
business. Okay, and a little pleasure.
Oh wait, his ultimate has a cooldown? Bro, what? Hold on, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I didn't know his ultimate has a quite literal cooldown. That is so odd. Alright, so when you use his ultimate, so basically what his ultimate is essentially when your opponent misses their shots, they have to hit you. Let's say this opponent right here. He's shooting this guy right here. So him shooting that guy, when I do this ultimate, he's gonna start taking damage because he's not shooting me. See, he needs to be shooting me to be able to do his ultimate. Oh, let me see if I turn on. He's not shooting me. Now he's about to take damage. See? Not shooting me. He's gonna take damage. He's shooting the opponent. Well, not the opponent, but another person. And it gives me more health as well. It gives me more health. Look. He misses. He misses. Boom. And then again.
This book has pictures.
I meant to take a picture. You know what? Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Your person dies. And they get that. Now, getting on to his books and which pass you can take, combos. What we're going to do is we're going to come up here. We're going to look at each one. Duelist Desert Eagles. Headshot. We're going to start with headshot.
More of me than ever.
Now, we're going to exit out.
Guys who just
Come
showed
here.
their stupid
And
faces.
look at the difference. Look at the difference between it now. Hold on.
Does a Lord Icon do bonus damage?
Boom. Comes back. Comes back again. Goes back here. Did y'all see the difference? Let me try one more time. Try one more time.
Does a Lord Icon do bonus damage?
1, 2. Right here. And boom, it explodes. So you basically have 3 hits. You get 3 hits, and then it explodes. You feel me? And then on the 3rd hit, but again, as you can see, if you can hit all of these, that's practically a one-shot by itself. And then put that on top of the look. While you're doing that, you can also throw out.
Memories.
Again, you should always be doing that when you get a kill. And look at that. Kill way faster. Oh, and again, something you need to know is this ability, it only works if you kill your opponent. You have to be the one to kill your opponent, otherwise you won't be able to take a picture. That is a very important thing to know.
Looks like we've got ourselves a party.
Now moving on from that. The next upgrade that we're going to talk about is this.
Suck it, Blade.
Now for this, we're going to have to turn off infinites. Cooldowns, no cooldowns. So basically, we're going to go back over here. Now, as you can see, oh, he goes back to these. Boom, goes down to 1. Goes down to 1. As you can see, I wasted my cooldown. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. As you can see, I'm mashing the button. I cannot do it. But when I hit it, boom, I'm down to 0. But boom, I can do it again. Boom, I can do it again. Boom, I can do it. I can do it infinite. You see what I'm saying? With that upgrade, you can keep going as long as you hit your opponent. Now max that up with jumping off their head. Jumping off their head. You missed it. You gotta kind of like learn the timing on that and learn the angles. But you see what I'm saying? You can kind of infinitely do it. And then look, boom, jump, boom. And then you can kind of just mix off your opponent, and then they'll have to aim up while you're constantly jumping around them. You can reposition. It's really just a good setup tool. It's really good. Now we switch back to upgrades.
How meta.
We're going to switch to dual desert. Now what I believe this does is it just kind of upgrades the damage. Yeah, you can kill in 3 shots, upgrades your damage. You feel me? You're just upgrading your damage. You can kind of kill faster, especially in headshots. See? Oh, and also, as you can see, he also gets a bomb. He now has a bomb that once you shoot enough, it just shoots. Now, one thing to note about this is you can charge up his bomb without shooting at your opponent. Now, look, I'm gonna come over here. As you can see, nothing's right here. Boom, boom, boom. And then I come over here, I shoot him, boom. So you can kind of, if you can get the upgrade before they start the game, you can kind of just charge it up, start the game, and boom. It kind of shoots wherever you shot at. So again, that's a good ability. Now moving on to his next one. The kick-ass katanas. Now these ones I have to look back on here. The kick-ass katanas. extra chop, do a bunny hop, and stab action, guaranteed to run while you can. Okay, so yeah, this just does more damage. It just does more damage. Oh yeah, so basically you get the upgraded version. You get the speed boost that you get with the other thing. Okay, let's try this. Oh yeah, you kind of just are shredding anybody with those upgrades plus the R1 ability. You kind of shred anybody basically.
Another name off the old hit.
You'll be able to shred people and all those type of things. Next upgrade,
game within a game.
because that was kind of simple. Deadpool in your area. Now this one you won't be able to see, but whenever you use your R1, it is way more cluttered. Like when I say way more cluttered, you see those things where it's just Deadpool stuff all over your screen. Though what you have to think about is they have to be in your radius. Hold on, let me turn on infinite things. They have to be in your radius. You see this radius? Now that he's outside, it won't affect him. But as you can see, when he's inside, he's getting affected by this radius, and there's things all over the screen. And then it'll be hard to play, especially if there's other things going on. It'll essentially, like I said, Deadpool is overstimulation, final boss.
Right click.
Now on to the next upgrade.
Game within a game.
Skill issue.
Right click left.
Now what skill issue does is I believe it punishes you heavier. Now we can go back here. Deadpool, I choose you. Time to melt their HP away. If they with an ability, they get bonus pain and vulnerability. Double whammy. Yep, like I said, you take double the damage. Now let's come over here to him.
Let's get go!
Oh, I'm doing the wrong ult. Look at that. Look at that. You see how fast his health is getting shredded? That is a good tank shredder. Because when you have a tank in your front line, let's say this Deadpool is my tank. I'm going to give you a good way to use it. This Deadpool's the enemy tank. He has people behind him. I pop ults on him. Boom. I pop ults. And then I go around him. I use some ability. Like I use this. Boom. I'm around you. And then I go around, attack the back line. And he's not hitting me, so he's going to be taking huge chunks of damage while I'm over there tearing up his backline. Double whammy. And is overall just taking over their team and whooping their asses. As you can see, that's a very powerful upgrade.
A game within a game.
Now the last one, Pop Quiz. I'm not fully sure what this one does, so I definitely have to go over there and see. I don't know really much what result does. Don't just stand there, you blockhead. This challenge is still rolling. But don't worry, I'm still one of those money-hungry scam artists. The buffs are on the house. No price, no hike. Take this challenge. You'll get these freebies. A little speed boost, continuous healing, damage up, hit enough baddies with the right abilities exactly as I ask, and you unlock ultimate bundles, super speed, super healing, and damage boost, and reset all your cooldowns except healing factor. No cheating. Now basically that's kind of ultimate. Okay, so does it show you how they want you to kill them?
A game within a game. A meta.
Oh. Oh, okay, it shows you on top. So basically you gotta jump, and see, as you see, I got the super healing, and then now I'm super fast, super strong, super agile. As you can see, those upgrades. Like I don't really rely on the katanas for ult. I mainly like relying on my eagles. As you can see, I don't really use that, especially with DPS. But as you can see, he kind of just wants you to jump off people's heads and do this. Yeah, he kind of just wants you to hit this ability. Just spam that and you'll be fine. Just spam the heart L2 ability. Realistically, you'll be fine. Again, that's really all you need to do in that mode. That mode, I feel like, is more for like if your enemy team destroyed like their tank and you're trying to go in. Like, or if the tank is distracted and you need to go in. Again, I feel like his Eagle's ultimate is better long run, like I said, this big damage that they take.
I wouldn't get back up.
Again, I feel like that's better in my opinion.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
As we can see, that's all the upgrades for DPS Deadpool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my upgrades. I'm going to restart my upgrades, and I'm going to show you what I think the best build at the beginning when you first start getting off on what you should get upgraded first. Oh, you can't restart? Hold on, I think you got to switch Deadpools. You got to switch Deadpool. And then switch back to DPS Deadpool.
It's about damn time I showed up to the party,
okay.
am I right?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this. Okay, so that's good to know. Once you choose Deadpool, you instantly automatically have those upgrades for the rest of the game. Like even if you switch Deadpools, you have those upgrades on the Deadpool you chose for the rest of the game.
It's Deadpool time,
All right, now that we restarted, we're going to
go. Looks like we've got ourselves a party. One for the scrapbook. May the force.
All right, so for the first upgrade,
I didn't come here to read.
I realistically think you should go for one of these two. These two are your best bet. Not only for this one, you can put out a whole fuck ton of damage, like this upgrade, but this one's more for like if you're playing Dive Deadpool. But if it depends on your playstyle. Now we're gonna be doing Dive Deadpool. If we're playing Dive Deadpool, we're gonna go for this upgrade, and we're gonna look at this. Now we're gonna go in. We're on our opponent. Boom, boom, jump off his head. Back down. Boom, boom, jump off his head. Dead. You feel me? So now you and then take a picture.
Perfect.
Make sure you're always taking pictures. You kind of want to spam this ability unless you're gonna get like after. Boom. See? Kind of just have infinite takedowns. Take a picture.
Memories.
And I believe you get shield. Oh wait, which one do you get shield from? Is it the jumping? It's one of these two that you get shield. Oh wait, or you get shield from the picture. You get shield from the picture. I did not say that earlier in the video.
That's the stuff.
Wait, is it? You get shield from something.
Way too much.
Oh, it's this. Okay. Okay, so you can kind of stack shield. So the max you can get is like 50 shield. Okay. Like I said, I'm new to Deadpool, so I'm also doing this, but I did play him over the thing. So I kind of was just playing him, so I didn't notice what gave you over shield. But yeah, for the next upgrade, since we're doing Dive Deadpool for DPS, you would get kick-ass katanas. Now let's look at the combos now that we have kick-ass katanas. Jump in, down, do this a little bit. Boom, boom. You feel me? Now you can do that faster. You can definitely do this faster. Look, just spam this. You can definitely just go in, destroy them, get a picture, and get out. You feel me? See, with those two upgrades alone, you're destroying all their healers. Because again, this is Dive Deadpool. This isn't regular Deadpool. This isn't Frontlines Deadpool where you're protecting your healers or nothing like that. This is Dive Deadpool. You see how fast you can destroy a healer? That is what you want to be doing in ranked games. Now for the next upgrade,
I didn't come here to read.
You kind of want Deadpool in your area. Deadpool in your area.
It's a pool party.
Since we're playing Dive. Deadpool in your area again. This ability alone will clutter them. You come in, destroy them, come in. Here, I'll restart. So you can see how fast it really destroys them. Because again, this ability puts them in overdrive. We're gonna do full abilities because we already have the L2 ability and it's already gonna keep spamming as long as we hit it. Boom. In here, boom, boom. Look at that, dead. Dead. Again, he is a good assassin carry. It just depends. He has multiple playstyles. Now that we made that up, that is insta KO for all backline. Look, you can take out this. Boom. Dead. Dead. That's 2 healers gone. 2 healers gone. Nobody's noticed. Nobody's noticed. 2 healers gone. If you can be fast with that shit, unless they're playing a Jeff that can swim away, they're dead. 9 out of 10 they're dead. You just have to know your positioning and how to play.
Come on, I didn't come here to read.
Now the next ultimate I would say, well not ultimate, next thing I would say is this.
More of me than ever.
Because you can kind of do this. Throw this in. Because if you want to play like this with the Eagles, you feel me, you can kind of do that. But another thing you can also do is, boom. You can kind of, it'll keep throwing them out. So like if they're like grouped together, hold on.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Look, if they're grouped together, this is the way you start. If you see like 2 healers together, you throw this, switch, get in there, just get in some damage, and look, it'll keep throwing that out too. So you're constantly getting stray damage, building up damage, and you're overall just doing that. It's just a good way to get in, but it's not necessary to get in. You know what I'm saying?
A game within a game.
Now the rest of these are kind of your choice, but if you want to play a good dive,
Let's
boom.
get this game show on the road.
Look, perfect. Look, imagine it's the tank. Oh, we need to change ultimate. Imagine it's the tank. Boom. You get this, and now I'm on their healer. The tank's dead. Look at that. He died without me even doing it. Now I'm on their healer. I'm on the healer. Try that again. Try that again. Go into Eagles. Ult. Switch. On their healer. On their healer. On their healer. Dead. While their tank is out there shooting, missing me, and taking a whole bunch of chunks of damage. You feel me? It's really just a good build overall. I feel like dive Deadpool is the best build. Now, if you want to play full dive, hold on. Now, if you just don't care about, like me, I would want to take out the tank so the tank can't take me out. But if you don't care about that, get our upgrades. Again, you always want to be taking pictures. Now, let's go to the next one. You do not care about the Desert Eagles in dive Deadpool. Then we get this. Because when you dive, and then you're like, oh, wait, look at these dudes. I'm going to do this. Boom, boom, just spam L2, L2, L2. You feel me? Now, you can just go in and destroy the team from the back L2. You can go in and destroy the team. And it's just realistically that easy. Alright.
Well, are we taking him down or not?
Yeah.
Double kill.
I'll take my paycheck now.
It's about family. I think that's it for dive.
Guys who
I
just
mean,
showed
you
their
can
stupid
upgrade.
faces.
Again, you can upgrade the Eagles, but it's really not that good.
Come on, I didn't come here to read.
Because yeah, it just does this. It's mainly not gonna help you in a dive situation because you're diving, you're trying to take them out fast. This is not fast enough unless you're playing against. Again, you can kind of get this boot mode, but like you're never going to be able to kill them fast enough. Because again, see, even with the poop emoji, you miss one shot. That's kind of just them getting killed. And the Desert Eagles are just not something you want to be doing in dive. Now, if you want to start off with them, you can. If you want to just build up a leader. But overall, they're just not needed if you want to play dive Deadpool. Alright, hold on, because I have to leave practice range. Alright, but if you're going to play front lines, not front lines, but like backing up your teammates,
Looks like we've got ourselves a party.
it's a whole separate build. So what you want to do is let's just build up a meter. Alright, we got an upgrade meter. Your first, if you're gonna play front lines, back lines, upgrade, your best bet is to upgrade the Desert Eagles because then you get the poop emojis in, and you can kind of just spread damage everywhere. So you're just kind of causing issues. Front lines wise, not as much as dive, but you're definitely doing something. You definitely build up enough damage if your aim is good. As you can see, that bomb is pretty little amount of damage.
Another name? Perfect.
The next upgrade you realistically want to do, this one is headshot. This one. Because again, you can kind of just put out a lot of damage building up your meter. As you can see, I am still
I like it. Guys who just showed their
This is a
stupid
lot of damage
faces.
output. I'm just going to take the pictures so I can build up meters so I can just get these upgrades
Come
up.
on, I didn't come here to read.
This one is not at all. If you're playing backline, this is not at all a thing. But your next upgrade should be skill issue, most definitely. Because again, you're taking out the tank and then you're focusing the healers, but you're also moving around. You also want to be like right in front of them. You don't want to be moving around yourself, especially if they're hitting you, if they hit you, they're not going to be taking that damage. That's especially something important. Most people aren't going to be paying attention to that. So again, that would be your next upgrade. Most likely skill issue. Because again, that's like your best bet. And again, remember, these Deagles, even if you do not shoot your opponent, they can charge up and shoot. You do not have to shoot your opponent. You can miss these and still get rewarded.
Looks like we've got ourselves a party.
See? Next upgrade will
game
be
within a game. How meta.
Pop Quiz. No, Pop Quiz is the wrong one. Deadpool in your area. Now, let's say you're getting rushed by like their tank. Hold on, let's come over. Let's say you're face to face with like a tank, and you're just trying to get out of there. You would do like this, pop this, declutter your screen, and kind of just like move around. And really, unless you're like by yourself, then you're just kind of like, you're just kind of cooked if you're by yourself. But what you can do is kind of pop this. Hold on, let's wait for the cooldown. Because if you have a screen clutter, jump off him and then jump away. That's 2 jumps, and that's a good, as you can see, that's a good amount of distance you can cover, and essentially get yourself out of the situation. I feel like that's good for essentially getting yourself out of there, or like if you're just right, if the tank's behind you, let's say tank's behind you, he's out there in your back line, but you don't want to deal with the tank. You can pop this, you clutter the screen while attacking the back line. It's essentially multitasking a lot. And then realistically, neither of these benefit you. If you're doing none of these three benefit you if you're doing this build, if you're doing the frontline build. Now you can, again, any of these you can get, but none of these benefit you when you're doing the frontline because these are dive specific abilities. Now moving on to the next Deadpool, I'm going to cover Tank Deadpool. What time is it?
Locked, loaded, and loudmouth.
I got time.
Just the way you
I'll be
like
covering
me.
Tank Deadpool. As you can see, a significant amount of health. 500. As you can see, same stats. Same kind of stats. Let's see. Deagles.
It was just business.
So, same amount of damage. Again, you're just kind of putting out the same amount of damage. Just get a couple kills to build up the meter. As you can see, blades, same amount of damage. You're not doing much. Base blades.
Wow.
Now
4 in a
again,
row.
this blade has again the same things. Except the R1 ability. The R1 ability does also send your weapons into overdrive. Oh, my controller died. Hold on. I did not know my controller was dying. I believe that's the only difference. Let me check. The only difference is, yeah, it's just you're just making them take chip damage, which all of them do, and you're just putting them. That's essentially all you do. There's no real difference here. This move is the same.
Double kill.
And I mean, we can come back to this because he actually does have a different ability from this. Now you have access to a shield. Around 400 HP, I believe, and then you can kind of just like shoot them.
It was just business.
You can use to protect your allies. It blocks ults, so you can kind of just like, let's say Tony's here, pop this, hold in here, boom, Tony's ult is no longer effective, but it will immediately destroy the shield. You have to keep that in mind. Any ult is most likely going to immediately destroy the shield unless it's doing low damage. Also, the shield is only active for a couple seconds, so it's kind of like a skill shield. And again, the R1 does the same thing with the Deagles. Push your weapon in overdrive.
Double kill.
And just does chip damage, which chip damage is all the R2s. Now we can get into upgrades because I believe the ultimate is the same. Yeah. But I believe the only difference is. Oh wait, no, he gets bonus HP. And they take damage, but they don't take much damage. They don't take as much damage.
One for the scrapbook.
Alright, so now I believe we can get into upgrades. Because again, the Deadpool variants, they don't have much of a difference, but they have like a slight difference.
Whatever that strange tingle is, I like
upgrades. It just depends. With this one, again, it's the same thing. Desert Deagles. Kind of just does more damage and kind of poop emoji thing.
Double kill.
A game within a game.
Katanas.
A meta.
Big ass katanas. Do the same thing, more damage. Though they are more, I feel like Tank Deadpool has more, I would say, potential for DPS. Because when you do this, like this is way faster, right? And then imagine pairing this with your upgrade. Boom. You're essentially shredding anybody. He can be very good for die.
That's the stuff.
Five.
Again, we're gonna take these pictures right quick to build up that meter.
A game within a game. How meta.
And we're gonna have this.
Suck it, Blade.
Oh, I believe this one does a different. Does it do the same thing? Does it do the same thing? Hold on. Okay, so you basically get it infinitely. Yep, you get it infinitely, just like the other one. I was just making sure because I know one of them does healing and stuff like that. That's probably healer pool. But
A
the
game within a game.
different,
How
but
meta.
the magical shield.
Yay, super
I believe it
unicorn
just
time.
makes the shield stronger. Let's check. It doesn't really tell you.
I choose you.
Yeah, it
You
just
can't
kind of has
handle
more
it,
HP.
you.
Or it's wider and probably a little bit
Looks
more
like
HP
we've
from what
got
I can see.
ourselves a party.
It's just a little bit wider, more HP, but it lasts the same amount. It doesn't pretty much doesn't last long.
Unicorn, I choose you.
Yeah, it's just wider. So it's basically better ability, more wider. It's really good overall. I believe you can also block heals, which what I'll get into if you're playing dive tank later.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
Now, Deadpool in your area
It's a
pretty
pool
much does
party.
the same thing, I believe. Let's just check, just to make sure. I don't want to pass any misinformation. Yeah,
I'm the best there is.
but it also reduces damage you take. Reduces even more damage you take, and it basically clutters their screen. So basically, you're just playing the tank role, like I said. A lot of his moves are going to be switching over instead of just adding DPS to
Double kill.
add overhealth or shield, things like that.
A
Which
game within
makes
a
sense
game.
with him
How
being
meta.
a
Let's get
tank.
this game show
Which
on the
we
road.
have the band hammer, which is it's literally the same thing. They just take more damage
Looks like we've got
ourselves a
when
party.
they don't shoot you. Which I already covered that in the
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
the big test. I believe the big test is the same thing. You just basically hold on, let's see. Yeah, I believe it's just boom, boom, boom. It's just better stats. Basically, it's more tank stats. That's all you get.
It was just
And
this.
kind of push down stats.
Double kill.
And again, you also get overhealth. So not overhealth. You definitely get some overhealth when you ult. So you're definitely able to play that more tanky role, which I feel like that makes it more dangerous. Now I'm going to explain how you can play dive tank Deadpool versus playing him with the Deagles. I feel like it's a very high difference. Alright, let's go back to tank. Alright, now we're going to
It's
dive build.
Deadpool time, kiddos. Let's
Alright,
go.
with dive, again, you're mainly going to be using your katanas.
Looks like we've
got
Kind of
ourselves a
thing.
party.
His dive mechanic, his katanas, and his frontline will be these. But also katanas in frontline. So it's kind of a mix. Because he's a big tank. Now let's just get some kills and build up the meter.
It was memories.
Alright, let's get the second kill.
Double kill.
A game within a game.
And for his first
How
upgrade,
meta.
if you're playing dive, obviously,
Hibachi up in
big ass
here.
katanas. You can get in, do this, and just a lot of damage.
I wouldn't get back
And
up if I were
with
you.
with him not being able to do it, just kind of beating down.
Double kill.
I mean, you can do his jumps, but they won't be as strong. Like, you can, oh well, I don't have to go down for you. His jumps mainly are for
I enjoyed that way too
this.
much.
Oh wait, I don't think you can do infinite with this Deadpool. Hold on.
Guess who just showed their stupid faces?
Oh wait. So basically, I don't think you can infinitely double jump on tank Deadpool. I did not know that. So basically, that's a DPS thing. I'm guessing so that you can play the assassin role properly. Okay.
Come
So
on.
then your
I didn't
next
come here to
upgrade will
read.
obviously be these.
Suck it,
as it is.
Blade.
If you're playing the basically back, boom, get in there, jump off.
We doing this or what?
But you cannot spam jumps because you're basically that. So basically, once you get into the back line that has tank, if you're playing tank, tank dive, you're basically locked in.
Rest in pieces.
That's basically your choice. If you play backline tank, you're locked in. You cannot get out. There's no double jumping on your heads unless you want to save. Because I mean, you can kind of save it because
That's 3.
yeah, because I mean, you can kind of save it, but it's not going to be as effective. So you're kind of going to be, you're kind of committed. Exactly. Yeah, so you're kind of committed.
A game within a game.
The next one I would say is definitely Deadpool in your area.
It's a pool party.
That is like your best bet. You come in here because your best bet is to dash, pop, dash, and it also reduces damage because you're stuck with stuff. You're not getting out.
Double kill.
So you're kind of stuck right here, so you have to commit. So your best bet is to reduce damage while you can. Clutter people's screen just in case you need to get out, but if you do not want to use your jump, you don't have to. Your jump can be used as a way to get out, but just know that even if you jump off your opponent's head, that's your only jump.
A game within a game. How meta.
Alright, that was my timer. I gotta go in like 10 minutes. And then the other thing, you want to get before the big test, because you're not going to be focused on ult, because when you're already doing ult in katanas, it's kind of already powerful. Like, you're kind of already getting it. Like, you're already getting it. So, test does upgrade it some more. It's not a necessity to where you want to focus on your upgrade. The best thing to do is the shield. Now, you may ask why. Throw the shield. Hold on. Throw the shield on your opponent. Get in. Boom. They're stuck in your shield. They can't get heals. They can't heal. That is like your best bet. You just got an easy kill. And then the rest of them can't help unless they walk into the bubble, because quite literally enemy projectiles can't get in there. So you essentially got a easy kill. Pop this. And now you can run
name off the old hit list.
But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, you can essentially just come in, pop that, switch into katanas. Look, boom, pop this, switch to katanas, boom, boom, this, and quickly take them out. You can get out, or you can continue taking up their backline.
A game within a game. How meta.
Now, the next one I would say is the big test, because realistically, the band hammer thing is not for you, especially if you're playing like tank. I would say it's not really for you. You hop in. All right, let's turn on infinite.
Whatever that strange tingle
boom,
is.
throw this in there. Boom. And then you take out one person. Boom. 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 Start securing it. And you just keep going crazy. And then once the time runs out, you're essentially, when you go for the big test, you're going for a team wipe. You're starting with their healers, take one out. Once you go one out, go for the big test, and then start taking out their healers. But if you can't trust yourself, then maybe essentially go for this.
What are you aiming at?
Oh wait, I haven't did the upgrade. Hold on. Wait.
What are you aiming at? That's how it's done
Did
here.
you just use upgrade points? Oh no. Okay, I was making sure. I thought I saw that use upgrade points. Again, just stack up your kills. Again, in any ultimate with this Deadpool, tank Deadpool, instantly just gives you overshield.
What are you aiming at?
Yeah, you get around 700 HP.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
So then when you get the band hammer would be the next one. So let's say you're doing the same thing with DPS. You pop the band hammer and then shield this person. Boom. And then now they can't attack you. Okay, you may be thinking that, okay, that might be as strong and you're wasting a lot of your cooldowns, but think about it, look at this. You pop this, they're taking damage. Boom, they can't attack you, so even if they focus, they can't attack you. So you're stuck in a bubble, they're taking damage, and then you can get out and double jump. Boom. Because I feel like this is the only movement is like this. Like, you can kind of do some movement with this, boom. And you can cover some distance, but that's like 2 cooldowns, and you waste your L2, and you no longer have L2 if they come chase you down.
Like we've got ourselves
So I feel like that's a risky move, but if you know you can get out with that, you can. But yeah, that's pretty much dive tank Deadpool. I don't have time to explain it. Alright, here's tank. Alright, now we're gonna do front lines.
It's about damn time I showed up to the party, am I right?
That means front lines, again, if you're doing any type of front lines, Deadpool, you're just gonna be using your
I
jiggles.
enjoyed that way too much.
Times or anything. When you can, then you will be using katanas, but just not like at the rate. So it definitely will cost like more upgrades. You'll definitely need to be like getting upgrades fast when you're doing frontline Deadpool. If you want to use it effectively, like you want to just max out his effectiveness. Now your first upgrade is obviously the Desert Eagles. You're gonna get the poop thing. You're gonna be able to put out some damage.
It was just business.
Plus damage constantly.
One for the scrapbook.
Again, constantly be doing that. Again, see frontline, this is essentially going to be your job, especially if you don't want to be too frontline, but if you want to be frontline to where you're pushing out, attacking their tank, but that's most likely not your job most of the time. Most of the time, you're going to be on the lay back, and you want a second tank, especially if you're playing frontline, therefore you're going to have a second tank. Because Deadpool is definitely not built for a frontline tank. Because I mean, you can get shield and stuff from jumping up people's heads.
You can't handle
that. Not really good. And you can kind of just throw shields on his other tank and protect them.
It was just business.
Ah, memories.
Okay, we got some upgrades.
Thank goodness this book
Now
has
we're gonna do
pictures.
the next one we're gonna go for is the Banhammer.
Let's get this game show on the road.
Because if you're playing a good Deadpool, you'll be able to build up your ult pretty fast. Banhammer, again, same premise.
I can't
You're
believe
gonna want to pop a shield in front of you just in case. Overall, just start dealing damage to the other team. Don't even worry. Just whenever you drop your ultimate, drop it on that person. And
Thank
forget
goodness
about it.
this book has pictures.
That's pretty much how you play. Drop your ultimate on them and forget about them. Go shield them, and just start attacking. Give you time. Not stand in the shield.
Okay, and a little
because then
pleasure.
you'll be the front face.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
The next upgrade you'll need is
Yay!
Magic
Super
Bullet.
Unicorn time!
It just upgrades your shield to where you can do this build, to where you can stand behind it.
You just showed their stupid
Have
faces.
your super going. And then overall, just have your shield. Overall, just a
A
good
game
good
within a
thing to have.
game. How meta.
Next Deadpool.
It's a
Deadpool in
pool
your area.
party.
This also helps, let's say, come over here. A tank's getting in your face. Boom. Starting to do more damage. Your team focuses on it, and it's getting overstimulated.
Okay, and a little pleasure.
You can throw it, or you can isolate him from his team. You can isolate a tank from his team. Hold on, let's wait for this. If you see a tank rushing you, or he's just out of place, boom, isolate him, and just isolate your ability, and accumulate it. Focus on that. Overall, you're gonna take down that tank. Overall, gonna give you the advantage.
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
And then next, you want to go for, I would say, because again, it's good for the only time you're gonna be using katanas realistically is when you're isolating a tank. Throw this down, isolate the tank, and isolate the tank. You're essentially gonna shred his health. Unless it's like a Venom or something, then they'll get out of there, but that's still worth something because you're making him waste his swing cooldown. And if your team has any CCs, they can CC him, and he's pretty much dead. But yeah, overall, this is just good damage.
May the force.
Alright, got 3 minutes. Alright, this is pretty much the end of it, but the last upgrade you need entirely is this. Because again, this is just for that one moment where you're isolating him. Isolating him, push down, and take out the tank. You kind of just spam L2 and R2 at the same time. Spam those two and you'll be fine. The last upgrade you don't even have to worry about because you'll never be using it as a frontline tank. Now, unless you want to play some hybrid, I mean, you can get it, but it's just not necessary. Like, at all. I love it. Again, you can get the upgrade because if you want to just fully upgrade your patch, there's no reason not to. And then, like I said, you can just use it kind of as a assassin thing, because Because here's how I would use it. If you're using frontline Deadpool, you separate him from his team, pop him, and then just start going down. Frontline Deadpool, this could be helpful, but again, it's not mandatory because you can already kind of do that without the upgrade. But if you're down, you have enough, everything down. That's kind of the order you want to upgrade everything in and prioritize. That being said, that's pretty much the two play styles that I feel like are mainly good with Deadpool. I don't feel like a poke is good for this. Like, I mean, you can poke, but it's realistically not good for Deadpool.
Another name off the old hit list.
So I don't believe in like those poke and things. Now, healer Deadpool, when I talk about him, it definitely will be a different thing. It will definitely be different. When I talk about healer Deadpool, the two Deadpools, they're kind of similar.
That's gotta be good, right?
Dive, whatnot. But you can also play a dive healer Deadpool. It just depends on your team strategy and how many healers you have on your team. That being said, I shall go to healer Deadpool. Alright, I had to go do something. But to continue on what I was saying before, healer pool, as you can see now, he's going to be, you probably can't tell yet, but he is definitely going to be way different than, my bad if you heard all that commotion in the mic last week, but he's going to be way different. First starting off, his damage is way more damage.
It was just business. Okay, and a little pleasure.
First match.
Double KO.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits instead of 3. Body shot. 1, 2,
Whatever that strange tingle is, I like it.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Another
went
name
from
off the
4
old
to
hit list.
10. As you can see, his damage is greatly reduced. Now let's switch to Thanos.
Looks like we've got ourselves a
Not that bad. His times not that bad. As you can see, the times are not that bad. It's also, it's only when you hit enemies. As you can see, nobody's here. No damage, no healing, no healing. But as you can see, when I come over here, it's healing effect, healing effect, healing effect. So this is more like a close to all in the circle. All in the circle. Starts healing everybody,
My healing factor can't keep up. How about an assist?
As you can see, it kind of just heals everybody else but you.
Looking good.
So as you can see, really, the only difference is his damage is kind of reduced. Now with that being said, we're gonna look at the other abilities, see if there's any differences. Cause he's the only Deadpool that really has big differences. Yup, not really here. This, I believe, heals people. This heals people. Go over here.
Who's the man? Waiting.
Oh, and as y'all can see, hold on, I'll show you after this.
Guess who just showed their stupid
As you can see,
faces?
his bullets do heal. Bullets heal. Got to mention this beginning of primary, so bullets heal. It's definitely a good amount. I mean, it's not a good amount because this is barely any damage. But yeah, I'm just showing you because bullets.
Here comes Deadpool.
These do not. Wait. Oh, those do heal. His L2 does in fact heal. Yep, it heals and it brings back. Let's see the damage. Let's look at the damage on this. See if there's any good damage. But yeah, that heals.
Watch out, coming through.
Yeah, there's no good damage on it. No good damage.
That's the stuff.
As you can see, kind of his thing. Let's see if he can do the infinite uppercut. Or the infinite jump. Yep, he has the infinite jump off of your opponent's head. So the tank version is the only one that can't do infinitely jump. I guess it's to limit his mobility. But yeah, you can kind of infinitely jump.
Heads up, losers.
You feel me? Just the whole shebang.
Come on, I didn't come here
Now,
to read.
I believe that is it.
Looks like we've got ourselves a
Yeah,
party.
he doesn't really have anything like the tank. Can this heal? Hold on, let's see if there's more people. Okay, let's see. Let's turn on infinite cooldown. Okay, this causes healing. Yeah, it causes healing. It's L2. It causes a healing circle. So nothing special. He just kind of like heals in circles. And if you want to specifically heal like teammates, kind of just use bullets. It's kind of his main healer role. I'll get into the 3 roles you can play with him as Deadpool healer. 3 different roles.
Come on, I didn't come here to read.
And no, I don't mean Deadpool roles. I mean 3 different ways you can play healer. Now we're gonna start off with the Bondage Bobblehead. Again, I'm gonna have to look at these abilities because the healer one is so like different from everybody else. So the bouncing bobblehead strategy is not just a pretty face. I rip off my own avatar, but don't try this out.
Guess who just showed their
And launch
stupid
it for
faces?
a pain and healing. Hit baddies, and if I catch it, I get 2 more throws. 3rd time's a charm if it explodes for mega damage and healing shower. Everyone gets a piece of Deadpool's mind. All right, let's see the damage. Let's see the damage.
Does a Lord Icon do bonus damage?
The team up nobody asked for!
As we can see, it's not much. It's not much.
Help! I'm
I'm assuming the healing
here.
is gonna outweigh the damage.
Help.
Just look.
I
And
wanted
get
a
low.
fire. Does a Lord Icon do bonus
Yeah, that
damage?
healing is good. That healing is good.
The team up
See, yeah,
nobody
you're definitely going to
asked
want to flank
Does a Lord Icon do bonus
in the
damage?
middle,
for. The team up nobody
and then
asked
like
for.
you can really keep him up. As we can tell, it is not much healing that he does, but he does a good amount of healing to where it makes you down.
A game within a game.
Next upgrade.
How meta.
Would be this one.
Suck
This is
it,
the one I was
Blade.
talking about. So when you're in katana mode, hold on,
Guess who
hold on.
just showed their stupid
Gonna take some
faces?
It heals you. Boom. Oh, it doesn't.
Rest in pieces!
Excuse me. Oh, I guess it just heals more. It just heals your allies more than usual.
A game
Okay.
within a game. How meta.
And then the Desert Eagle strategist. Let's see what the Desert Eagles do. First, let's go read it. Okay, so it's just the poop thing, and yeah, you don't really get much more damage.
Okay, and a little pleasure.
Oh, so basically you get the same amount of damage as DPS. Still 4 shots. Yeah, you're still getting less than DPS.
Wow,
Let's
4
see
in
the
a
heals.
row.
Okay, it just does a good chunk more heals. Good chunk more heals. Okay. Oh, and the bomb also heals. Yeah, the bomb also heals. So basically, he's a hard stuff healer, but he can do other things. That's basically like.
Does a Lord Icon do bonus damage?
Come on.
Now we can look
I
at
didn't
the
come here
next
to
one.
read.
Okay, guys, katana.
Go, Deadpool. It's your birthday.
Again, like I'm gonna have to look up all these because Healer Deadpool has like so many like unique mechanics. My katanas aren't just for show. I slash troublemakers every hit and nearby allies stabs can crit. Ow. And after a healing hop, my next slash is guaranteed crit stab. Healing hop. Oh wait, is the hop different? Oh, so you can jump off your
Guess
your
who just
teammates
showed their
too.
stupid faces?
This is interesting.
Does a Lord Icon do bonus
Boom.
damage?
Because you have infinite jumps off of their head. Boom, boom. You can kind of use this to keep tape alive, like keep a tape alive, like you can pop one of these.
Does a Lord
Boom.
Icon do
Keep
bonus damage?
jumping off his head.
The
Boom.
team up nobody asked for.
That's really good heals. Really good heals.
I would work it.
Come
All
on.
right, next
I didn't
ability.
come here to read.
Deadpool in your area. Now again, we're gonna look at the stuff because again, his abilities are like so different from everybody else's. Check out the best trash talk in the universe. Keep taunting, melting your HP. I send heals and damage buff to me and my teammates, enemies that stick around to him. We even have their UI go bye-bye. Okay, so it heals more. It heals more. And also deals everybody damage. Okay, I'm assuming he's on DPS level. Nope, he's still not on DPS level. He's still weaker.
Thank
Okay,
goodness
he's
this book
very
has
weak,
pictures.
but it just does more damage, gives you more damage, and heals you. And does tick damage. Let's see how tick damage is.
Everyone's getting DP tonight.
It's horrendous. Yeah, tick damage is as bad as you would think it is.
Come on. I didn't come here to read.
Alright. It has a whole different name, so we're going to assume it's different. The Quench Pound, whatever that means. Eyes on me, on live. Take damage every... Oh, okay. I know what this one does. I've seen this one before. So when I take damage, he takes damage. So I heal for every damage, and everyone in the circle heals for all the damage that this person does. Whoever does damage to you, they take damage, and you heal for the amount of damage you take. So that's kind of good. So you take the damage, but you also heal. So there's a lot you can survive, especially with his passive. There's a lot you can survive.
Looks like
But I would say he's definitely less offensive than every other version, which is making sense. Alright, I would expect this to be more healer based. I get healing off the rip. The net is easy peasy. Do what the game says. Hit enough enemies. We upgrade our heals and get bonus HP. Deadpool's got your back. But I also reset my healing factor cooldown. Okay, so healing factor, which is the thing that revives someone.
My healing factor can't keep up. How about an assist?
It's basically like,
Waited long enough.
What?
We're doing this.
Healing. What does the healing factor do? Step aside, gems. When I'm not getting shot at, I get myself back together. Okay, so I died. I'm so confused on how the healing factor works. I still died. Yeah, I still died.
Whatever that strange tingle is.
That's one thing I don't understand. I'll admit I don't understand the healing factor part. So if y'all could tell me what that means. Because it says shrugs off death, but he's not actually shrugging off death. Now we're going to switch to katanas.
You're lucky I programmed my sword to heal. Now get this license.
Oh, you got to reset. Yeah, he's getting crazy.
That's 3.
It was just
But yeah, I mean, you can kind of go crazy.
And a little pleasure.
Again, it is good, but it just depends on how you want to play. Now I'm going to leave and join back in, and I'm going to show off how you can do normal Deadpool healer preset. Like, not a very good one, but like, what? Not a very good one, but like, just a normal
It's Deadpool time, kiddos. Let's go. Guess who just showed their stupid faces?
I just got a penalty for leaving training mode. What? So odd. Anyway, like I was saying, alright, let's get some kills. Boom.
Another name? Say cheese!
Again, remember, you can only do these when it is your kill. When it is not your kill, you cannot do images or do anything. They did make the skill based here. Alright, let's stack up some damage.
Wow, 4 in a
I didn't come here
row.
to read.
Alright, so first, what you want to do is you want to upgrade this.
More of me than ever.
This move right here.
I'm feeling triggered.
Wait, not the Desert Eagles. Oh my god, I did not mean to, but you'll get what I'm saying. So this is just too good for an area because you can get this in areas. It has too big of a hitbox for you not to be using it. It's realistically one of his best moves.
Stupid faces.
Then next,
I wouldn't get back up if I were
have an upgrade available. Now next, you would obviously, yes, you would upgrade the Desert Eagles because you're playing standard healer. So you're gonna be playing frontline. You're gonna be playing backline, random, regular healer, Deadpool. Be on the side, healing.
Whatever that
Boom.
strange tingle is. I like it.
So that.
Another name off the old hit list.
So that's essentially what you're doing. You're gonna be playing behind people. Everybody's your bodyguard. I think. Everybody's your bodyguard. Everybody's your bodyguard. This is how you're gonna. So you're gonna want those Deagles constantly healing. You gotta be.
I can't believe I get paid for this.
You're basically going to be straight from a lot instead. And then again, the next thing you want to do is you want to upgrade is Deadpool in your area. Not only does this increase damage, it heals everybody around you. Again, you're mainly going to put a lot of damage. It gives increased damage, so you don't really have to worry about healing too much. A lot of damage out. Like regulate. This is good for like regulating the battlefield. jumping on infinite things. This is more like regulated battlefield. You don't feel like healing everybody, or you kind of need to put out some damage. That's the weakness. You can try to put your damage, try to get some headshots, and overall just passive heal and go back to it. You want to kind of just throw out one of these, and then once you don't have this, because it's hard, you have to be paying attention. Because look, you have to throw it down, 1, 2, and then you have to be careful because then it'll go over there. So you have to constantly be healing. Only use this one. See? Otherwise, it'll actually go to your enemies. So that's why it's still shot. So overall, yeah, that's what you want to be doing. You don't just do what you want to do. Like you want to be using it on your heal body, because you can easily accidentally shoot it over there.
A game within a game. How meta.
Realistically, I'm thinking this, but you don't really need it. So realistically,
Let's get this game show on the road.
You can play frontline. You're frontline healer. You're a tank. Boom. You're not a tank, but you're up here with it. You take damage, getting shot back. Now, what you could pair this with is boom, and then run up with your tank. Boom. This is double heals, and bonus damage for everybody. So it's good to be setting your R2 for everybody's getting double heals, more damage, real blocking while actively helping everybody get more HP.
I could have taken out way more.
This is generally the guide for being on frontline, because none of these help you when you're doing frontline things. None of these. Or backline. Now, if you have someone on you, you may need this. Like if you have, let's say, a blade. Boom. Let's say this is Blade. I'm fighting Blade. Blade, boom. You on Blade, you can fight off your teammates, back behind. Well, you can't heal yourself. That's the thing. So you have to rely on your teammates. For this, it's not a good thing to Blade. You kind of have to catch somebody trying to catch you. Even magic is not a good magic. Magic. Any type of dive against healer pool is kind of not good. Like, you'll just kind of get killed if you're not like really good.
That's amazing!
But yeah, it doesn't heal you. You kind of just have to hit enemies and it'll heal your enemies. I mean, your allies. So you kind of just have to hope you have good allies when it comes to like getting gold. Getting gold as Deadpool is kind of. I feel like that's what he like kind of struggles playing against dive. Now this thing, let's see what it does again.
Guys who just showed their stupid faces.
Yeah, it basically does the same thing. You kind of just get extra damage. Boom, boom, get them back.
I can't believe I get paid for this.
This is not very good unless y'all are playing a offensive build. Again, it's not very good unless you're playing a offensive build, which I'll get into that. And then, hold on.
Memories.
Take a picture with this dude.
Come on.
Again, you want to always be taking final example. Now this is kind of like. All right, let's hold on. Wait for this to run out. All right, this is kind of like, okay, I have 2 other healers, and we're all pushing up. Everybody's pushing up. We're desperate on point. I have ults. Boom. Push up. Boom. Spam everything. And now you're kind of crazy. You want to be spamming as long as you have infinite. So that's kind of like all or nothing. Everybody's pushing up. We need to all push up. That's kind of what that is. And again, remember, you can jump off and heal your teammate. Jump off, throw this down. Or you can kind of just use the deagles. Look, W deagles play right here. Jump off teammate.
Does a loot icon do bonus damage?
Deagles down. Everybody gets healed. Teammate. I mean, it's overall just a good play to have. And that's kind of just like healer. Here, just like if you're playing regular healer Deadpool, like gameplay right there. Now we're gonna go over to like if you want to play a slightly more aggressive frontlines healer. Like this one's gonna take like more skill, and it's also gonna take like very high game sense. Like you're gonna need way more game sense than regular healer.
It's Deadpool time, kiddos. Let's go. Looking good.
All right, let's build up some meter.
Guys who just showed their stupid faces.
Double KO.
Like I said, you just gotta do
That's 3.
Memories.
Alright. Now for front lines, Deadpool, you're gonna be playing like around, let's say you got your teammate right here. This is say this is the healer, this is the healer. You're gonna be playing like right around here. You'll be playing mid-range. You're not gonna be playing up here where your tank should be. You're gonna be playing right here. Mid-range. Again, healer's back here. You're right here. You're gonna be like DPS focused, but you're also gonna be healing. That's what you have to multitask. So like you'll be trying to essentially be like right here in this perfect area
Go,
where you
Deadpool,
can reach them
it's your
and
birthday.
reach the tanks a little bit, so the tanks can back up into you. This is kind of where you want to be. If your team can set it up that way, where y'all are all separated. Now, what your first upgrades will be are
A game within a game. How
the
meta?
Deagles, because you want to have more offense. Well, you want to be able to be offensive because your thing is already pretty good. It's already pretty good. So you want the Deagle so you can be putting out stuff, putting out damage, getting those upgrades. That's typically what you want to be able to do, and you get the free poop, free damage, free heals. Realistically, good all around board. Good first upgrade.
Thank
And
goodness
then
this
you
book
want
has
to get
pictures.
Deadpool in your area, because realistically, it's better.
Everyone's getting DP tonight.
You get all this stuff, damage upgrade. Everybody's doing more damage. Again, tanks can back up for heals. You figure it push back. Overall, just to help overall, again, you want to stay in this area right here. You don't want to push up too forward. Then your healers get dove. Boom, you're not there. Stay in this area. The healers can move forward and tanks can move backwards. So you just want to be in the middle of everybody.
A game within a game. How
And
meta?
then, what the heck? That's weird. Then the next thing you want to get is, it just depends. Like, if you want to be able to run up and attack, I would say this, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to want
More of me than
because
ever.
you're definitely going to be tank focused. So,
Looks like
let's
we've
say
got
you're
ourselves
focused
a
against
party.
your tank and their tank,
Does the
boom.
Lord Icon do bonus
See, they're both taking damage, boom. Their tank is taking damage, your tank is good. Overall, big advantage. And it just, overall, like I said, it's going to shred their health bar. Not by much, but it's going to
Meter's
be
full. That's got to be good, right?
more XP. And I didn't get it.
It was one for the scrapbook.
Double KO.
There we go.
My healing factor
Now
can't
again,
keep
you
up.
want to be right here.
How about an assist?
Next upgrade would be this one right here.
Let's get this game show on the road.
This one, imagine their tank. Their
Oh,
tank. Okay. Hold on. Let me let this ult run out.
I can't believe I get paid for this. Waited long enough.
So let's see their tank. You're making PikaChulita. Boom. You're shredding the
Stupid
tank.
faces.
You basically want to move front.
I enjoyed that way too much.
Only during ult. But at this point, you still want to only be using Deagles. Mainly Deagles. Again, you pop ult, you're up here with the tank. You're not in front of the tank. You're on the side of the tank. On the middle of the tank.
Another name.
Tank.
And
Help you.
perfect.
And constantly taking pictures of kills you. Again, ult, playing up here in the front. You're not all in the front, but you're playing in the front where you need to
Goodness,
be.
this book has pictures.
Then the next one would be the katanas. Then you're finally getting into where you can use katanas if you want to. Now let's say you have ult. You're using this ult. Boom. You can use katanas for one. Boom. Because you already have this.
I enjoyed that way too much.
You feel me? You're gonna come up and destroy them. Because they're getting focused. Unless they have really good heals. Now for running triple support, you might want to still play that. You don't
Guess who
play
just showed their stupid faces?
or you might want to switch to dive healer Deadpool, which I'll explain later. But yeah, you only want to be doing this because again, this is not helpful. You only want to be doing this when y'all are all pushing up or you have ult. You're ulting and you can make up for the damage. That's the only time.
I'll take my paycheck now.
Now the next
A game
upgrade
within a
would
game.
be this,
How meta.
because then that actually makes it to where you can do this infinitely. Here, boom, expanding. Oh wait,
May the force be with you. Time's wasted! Now we can clicky and finish the challenge already!
boom. You just really just take it.
Another hit off the list!
Boom. Again, you're not gonna be just one health bar. but you're definitely putting out the healer. And this is the ultimate you only do. This buff version of character when y'all are in a closed space or just pushing up as a team all together, because all those heals are gonna go to waste because you can't heal yourself.
Keep telling yourself that, Wade.
Now with that being said, your final upgrade. Hold on, I need to get this kill. Now for the final upgrade.
A game within a game.
Again, we got the final exam, which it just ups your healing and stuff like that. Basically, just makes you a stronger healer. Which then again, this is what you're gonna do. Let's say your healer's back here. We need to reach point. It's like overtime. I don't know what to do. I'm Deadpool. My tanks are low, probably, and the whole other team is holding the point. Holding the point right here. Okay, this is point. My tank can't make it past right here. So they're stuck right here taking damage. I'm
Guys
like,
who
okay,
just showed their stupid faces.
Dash forward, ultimate, and then use R2. So everybody's getting overly healed. We're taking out damage, and we're overall just taking out point, being aggressive, and constantly doing again, your ability jumping up your enemy's heads, constantly just going crazy. You basically just want to stay on them, but don't die staying on, if you know what I mean. And that's overall just like frontline right here, like mid-range, not frontline, but midline Deadpool. Now I'm gonna exit. This is pretty much the last one that I think is viable for Deadpool, because again, I don't think poke that in any of his forms is viable. If you're just sitting there poking, you're selling. Now back to Deadpool. Because again, you gotta because I think you don't know about Deadpool, you gotta restart the lobby every time because his upgrades save for each game, so you gotta start a whole game.
It was one for the scrapbook. The devs really leaned into
Double kill!
Okay, I'm so confused on how his passive works, but it's cool.
That's 3!
memories.
I guess somebody explain the
Wow, 4 in a
Within a
row!
game. How meta.
Oh, wow.
Look at
That's
that.
amazing!
Alright, I should have
I would've
enough
kept
for
a game within a
upgrades.
game.
Now, if you're
How
gonna play
meta.
dive Deadpool, now if we're playing dive healer pool, what your main point is basically to take out their healers and then rush to your tank and make sure your tank is good. That's basically your whole point. Like, or because there's basically 2 ways to play dive Deadpool, in my opinion. Dive healer Deadpool.
Looks like we've got
Let's say
ourselves a
this
party.
is my. Let's say this is my tank.
I can
I'm
use a
gonna throw
hand.
some heals towards
Maybe
him.
a foot.
Like let's say, hold on, let me wait till he's out. Let's say he's low, throw some heals towards him. Boom, maybe take out a kill. But again, I'm taking him out slowly, so they can easily turn around, which makes this a harder playstyle to play. Which is, bro, my bad, my mic fell. That's my fault, y'all. Alright, but yeah, like I was saying, it makes them a harder thing to play. So after you kind of build up some meter and you got something, you want to go ahead and upgrade pickaxe. Good time. Not duelist. Oh my goodness. Like, cut that out, cut that out. Like, do not upgrade these. Do not upgrade the Deagles if you're playing dive. You're gonna upgrade this first, and then really see you can kill them pretty fast as long as it's not Jeff. I would say a
Looks
Luna.
like we've got ourselves a party.
Cloak and Dagger, you can kind of take them out if you bait their cooldowns. Invis, you can definitely take her out because if you can bait her jump and keep hitting her, she's definitely pretty useless from there. But she can push you away, so you gotta save your this or your jumps so you can stay on. And also Loki, you can use this to bait out lamps because realistically, you're only playing this if you have triple support. You're only playing this if you have triple support. But yeah. And then the next thing you will upgrade, again, do not upgrade the Deagles. I did that on accident. I was trying to exit out. And the next thing you would upgrade is this. So that you have infinite of those. Boom. Boom.
We're doing this.
Again, you're staying on your opponent. You're not giving them a chance to get in.
Not even remotely sorry.
If you can keep playing like that, you can essentially keep staying on them. You can take out a free healer and get out if you need to. Remember, you can always jump off of your opponent's head. Boom, boom.
Looks like we've got
I
ourselves
know
a
y'all didn't notice
party.
what I'm doing, so I'm restart. Jump off his head, dash over here, and jump again. That's a good distance. That's a good distance. It can get you on top of places and get you away from them. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to chase you unless they're like a DPS. Then most likely a DPS will chase you, but that leaves you an advantage because if you still got 1 dash left, 1 dash, you can 1v1 with DPS. Most likely.
A game
The
within
next
a
thing you
game.
can
How
upgrade
meta?
is this.
It's a pool party.
Because let's be real, if you're playing dive, you're mainly just going to be taking them out and focusing on that. So, if you do that, you can dash forward, hit R2, boom, boom, take chip damage.
I enjoyed that way too
You're
much.
healing, you're healing. Because look. Let me turn on infinite, because I already got the point. You're healing, so you can definitely heal. You're getting plus damage. You're getting plus damage. Boom, you're getting healed, damage, and then plus the next healer. Boom, boom.
I can't
Overall,
believe I
you're
got
just
paid for
causing
this.
problems in the back line while also healing yourself. And then if you need to, you can start healing some teammates, get on top of cover, heal some teammates. Feel me? Overall, it's just good.
Say cheese.
Bro, this meter takes like too
Come
much time
on.
building.
I didn't come here to read.
Again, well, no, if you're playing dive.
You're at least celestial rank.
Again, dive. Again, this is how you're gonna be playing. You're playing dive. You see your team. You need to get rid of these healers and maybe some DPS. Now, what you're gonna do is dash forward, R2, boom, over.
It was just
Oh, this, but again, he can kill pretty fast, just not as fast as he would want.
Smile.
Because now that I think about it, you can ult after, but if you might want to ult before so you can get your charge on back. Ult, dash forward, dash forward. Just spam it. Just spam it to it, hit wherever you can. Get going out of the field. And really just kind of be a minute.
Wow, 4 in a row.
That's really the point of healer dive Deadpool. Just be a menace and cause issues while stealthing, and also occasionally healing your teammates if they need. Because that's why you're the third healer. Oh,
Another name
yeah,
off
his
the
bomb
old-
barely does any
Thank
damage.
goodness this book has pictures. More
But
me
also,
than
if
ever.
you want to play dive, you also can be like throwing this out. Like you can come up here, like you can go throw this out just for this. Boom, boom, boom. It's
Not
constantly
even
chipping at their
remotely
health.
sorry.
Or what you can do is you can do this. This is more dangerous. This is more dangerous. Throw this out, but you are wasting a whole bunch of cooldowns. Like this, boom,
May the force.
damage, and you do this.
Shut their stupid
Double
faces.
kill.
Though that is way too many cooldowns. But if you feel like it's worth it, you can get a team wipe off of it. It's definitely worth it. Go. That's forward, forward, constantly damage, and that's damaging
Double kill.
Scrapbook. Thank goodness this book
Then
has
you're left
pictures.
with this. Now the only time you can use this, I feel like, is again, you like, let's say you're being sneaky.
They got me good. I could use a hand.
What's not
Maybe
even
a
sneaky?
foot.
Let's do this. I know what to do. Boom, you have a above advantage. You pull out your dealers. Boom, 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 boom. You start shooting at them from above. Because this ultimate on healer you want to do from above. If you're playing dive.
I can't
And
believe I
then
get
you
paid
get their
for this.
focus, and then there's somebody that chases you. Ult, jump down. Ult, ult somebody. Ult somebody who's focused. Ult somebody who's focused. Getting those heals. And even if you have to get in front of a tank, you're definitely gonna have to play not dive for this. You might have to play ult or the front line.
3.
If you want to use that ultimate, but that's just for that. If you're ready to dive, you want to just stick to this. And again, the combos for that. Just ult, dash forward, R2. If you use your ult, you're definitely going to win this. You shouldn't be worried about I haven't figured out fully is how the essence works, so I probably will make a video about that. I just want to try it out how I do Deadpool and control. And pretty much now he's maxed out. Now you see the little path you take. And also, I know y'all saw me upgrading the Deagles on accident. Deagles will be the last thing you upgrade, because you're not really going to be using it.
Looks like we've got ourselves a
You would randomly just do straight shots. This is enough.
It was
This is enough.
just business. Okay, and a little practice.
Well, you're going to be doing less, but again, even base damage is enough. Even base damage is enough. All it does is take off one shot. Base damage is enough. That being said, that is the end of the Deadpool guide. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Have a good day.